All right. Okay, cool. Got my music going. All right. I'm Sean Maurer. This is Love and Division. I'm going to make like a series of. I'm going to start making like smaller, shorter videos. Not all the time. I'll make some longer ones too. But I'm kind of like this is sort of my truther blitzkrieg. I'm going to call it. And mostly it's because I don't really have any editing skills, and so to try to make a long video with all this links and stuff to the internet, I got all this buffering time and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna try to make these short ones and see if it's not going to work out better, and get my points across quicker. So first thing I want to talk about is history, and some of these, there's some very common misconceptions and so forth that are kicked around because they're basically because people have been so indoctrinated with these certain lines that keep coming up over and over again. And I'm trying to encourage people to rethink, do some original thinking, and just not, accept, okay, you heard this all your life. Well, maybe it's time to question, question some of these things. You hear these things all your life, and you've even been repeating them all your life, and so, I mean, everybody does it. It's not like, I haven't done this too. I mean, that's exactly why I'm being more careful now. You want to be more careful, not repeat things just because you've heard them over and over again. So here's the first one. This is out of a clip from a movie that Jeff Berwick is featured on one of his latest videos. All right, so check this out. This is the lie that's this is one of those things that people keep repeating over and over again. Let me turn my music off. You've probably heard this.
I think it would be done hit the start. The armed forces are going to kill him.
All right, so let me play that back again. One more volume. Hold on. I'm sure everybody's heard this a couple times in their life already. So
we're not stupid.
Hitler said, the bigger the lie, the more the people will believe it.
I think it would be done.
Okay, so, all right. So, Hitler said, right? So, you've heard this before. Okay, Hitler said. So, I'll show you. Let me see. I think I put it in my comments. I put it in the comments down here. See if the comments come up. They're not coming up right now. Okay, so, oh, here it comes. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so here's what I said here about, okay, you're more thorough as historians. Let me see if I can get this over here, all right. Your more thorough historians will point out that the bigger the lie quote is a citation attributed to international bankers. This is a false quote which is frequently paraphrased, wrongly attributed, and or taken out of context. The idea of a big lie is found in Mein Kampf, where Hitler used to accuse the Jews of using this technique. This was then picked up by Goebbels, who then applied it to English, emphasizing the idea of repeating it. In other words, Hitler was not claiming this as his policy, but the policies of his enemies. So there's one, everybody's familiar with. So be careful about attributing that to Hitler, because it wasn't actually Hitler saying this. It was he was saying this is what his enemies are doing. So, and here's another one. Okay, so I found this other one. This is often misinterpreted. This one's not a quote so much. It's just how World War II is misinterpreted all the time. Now this was a really interesting video. I'll probably end up talking about this on another video soon. But Laura Ingram's interviewing John MacArthur, who's has a mega church in California that is opened up without social distancing or masks, and so he's anyway. She's interviewing, but this is the pertinent thing I want to get across right here. Is just this what she says here.
Almost 500,000 Americans died during World War II trying to free Europe from the grip of Nazi Germany.
Okay, so 500,000 Jews. Okay, or not 500,000 Jews, but 500,000 Americans gave their lives fighting to free Europe, which is, that's another one. Okay, here's what I wrote on that one. Okay, the 500,000 Americans did not die during World War II to free Europe. They died to pave the way for Marxists who would take over, the Marxists that would take over that we are now experiencing. Thus, General Patton saying we fought on the wrong side of the war. Germans were trying to rid Europe of Marxists. So, let me play that again. I'll, do a quick repeat just so, everybody knows, exactly.
500,000 Americans died during World War II trying to free Europe from the grip of Nazi Germany.
Okay, so see, so this is it. It wasn't, and this is hard. This is another hard thing for people. Like, okay, all of a sudden, now wait a minute. All my life I've been taught. The Americans, the British, the Allies were over there trying to free the world, and it actually, because the Americans and British were interfering with the Germans trying to get rid of the Marxists, now we ended up here we are now with a totally Marxist takeover. We're on the we're on the verge of a Bolshevik starvation pattern. So there you go. There's my first little video. Pass this around. Be careful about repeating stuff that you've been indoctrinated with all your life. We got to start questioning and get the right story out there. Let's get get the truth out there. This is what was really happening. What's and so we're going to do this with COVID, 9/11, and everything else that there. All right, thanks. Take care.